And welcome back to the Annadelna podcast.
Episode 29.
Today we are joined by the lovely Choco Ichigo. Uh, we will start with
Hello.
how are you and who are you?
Uh, hello. Yes, hi. I'm Choco Ichigo. I'm doing well. How are you two doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm a little tired, but aside from that, I'm vibing.
It is very early. Yes.
hmm But we make
Early
it
to
work
Bugs
some.
are
because
here.
we love our interviewees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Early to
Really.
some, late to others. You know how it goes.
hmm
Time zones.
Yeah, that is
We don't
true.
understand those in the underworld.
hmm so you did introduce yourself. Is that the whole thing for the who are you question?
Who are you? This is Choco
Uh,
Ichigo.
this is me, Choco Ichigo.
Oh,
I'm an artist slash variety streamer, mostly doing art. Uh, I like to work on graphic novel things, my character art, all that kind of stuff. It's very fun. And then we
Abs-
also play games sometimes, and I am very bad at them,
What's
but
the
we have
point
a
of
good time.
streaming if you're not bad at the games?
Exactly, it provides the entertainment
We will definitely
and the
go a bit more.
engagement of anybody saying you suck. That's it's still engagement.
hmm that is true. We thrive off of the hatred.
um, what are your preferred pronouns?
She slash her.
Absolutely.
Please,
And
thank you.
what is your favorite color and text font?
Ooh, my favorite color, probably like a burgundy red. And text font is QWERTY or new because I like writing scripts.
Or your new? I definitely want to
QWERTY
dive
or
more
new.
into you said web novel or
Graphic novel, but yeah.
graphic novel? Absolutely. I'd love to talk about that when we get a little bit more into that section of the interview question.
He
Hmm.
does really like his graphic novels.
Um have you seen the podcast before?
I was just watching the one with Cyril earlier, and then I saw you did one with Kaz, and I'm like, I gotta look at that one.
hmm
Absolutely. That's the goal is to get popular people to watch the videos of their friend interviewing and then
Oh,
they'll
I
want to
see my
interview
friends.
and it's a never-ending cycle. Um, what age rating do you shoot for with your stream?
Definitely more so young adult. My big age ranges, like I think my biggest one is like 24 to 30, but I definitely have like a high range of like 13 to 17 as well.
Fair.
So,
hmm
young adult, roughly.
um, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, well, we did a bunch of work lately on my graphic novel, and we actually did a piece in like one night, a piece of artwork of one of my characters. That was surprising because most of the time it like takes me like 2 streams to work on an art piece, but we did it in one night, and so we had some free time to do some other things. It
Uh,
was great.
what is the name of it, if I might ask?
Choco Ichigo, actually.
Fair.
Perfect way to brand yourself. Become a VTuber to announce yourself to the world of, hi, I'm making something.
All right. Um, how old are you?
Um,
Lore or real life, if you're comfortable with sharing that.
in real life, I am 30, but in lore, I think probably around like, um, hmm, like, well, I'll probably just go like 300 or so. Gargoyles are old.
Okay. Well, in real life, we're about the same age, but lore-wise, you're just a baby. I've got about 500 years on you.
I'm just a little gargoyle, just recently carved.
That's okay. We still love and respect you.
Wait,
Uh,
it was your birthday
hmm?
like recently?
Yeah,
When's your birthday?
the end of July, July 31st.
Ah, okay, okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank
Mine is
you.
coming up in about 4 days.
Oh, that's
Very fun.
wonderful.
You are welcome to join for the festivities because I'll be doing a 12-hour stream.
You're so much smarter. I did a 24-hour stream.
Ooh. I haven't done a 24-hour stream in a hot minute because those take a lot out of me. But I'm planning on doing one when I hit 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Which will be very soon, right, guys? That you've
Hmm.
all been subscribing.
Absolutely.
Hmm?
When did you start streaming and why?
Well, I started streaming September 2022, actually.
Oh,
And why? It was basically I was sitting there and I'm like just working on my drawings and everything, and I'm like, it'd probably be fun to do this interacting with people and just getting the Choco Ichigo name out there. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna start streaming. And so I just set up a bunch of things. And then like that next day, basically, I just started streaming.
nice. What do you consider to be your anniversary?
uh Probably like September 19th, I think. It's around there. It's the 17th, 18th, 19th. We just settled on the 19th.
Fair. That is a very respectable day. Uh, why do you use the name that you use, the name of Choco Ichigo?
Well, because it is the name of my graphic novel, and uh I think it rolls off the tongue, right? Just Choco, Ichigo, chocolate, strawberries, it just sounds so cute. It
Hmm.
rolls off the tongue.
I may have found your webcomic site, so I'm definitely going to be checking that out.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't worked on my webcomic in a while because we've been focusing on other things, but I want to get back to it someday. I also need to post some of my latest art on there too. Whoops.
Whenever you get around to it, I'm sure people understand. Uh, do you have a catchphrase?
Yes, I like to end my streams by saying stay safe and stay sweet.
Oh, adorable.
Yeah, because in the graphic novel, where they basically like the main headquarters is a bakery called Stay Sweet. So it's like, stay safe
Nice.
and stay sweet. Anytime I ever hear anybody end their video or something that says stay safe, my brain immediately goes, stay sweet.
That's awesome. Were there any inspirations for your content?
Um, I kind of just winged everything. Like that's how I started doing my art. So I started streaming was just watching different creators and then just being like, I can do something like that, kind of, maybe.
Do you have an idea of a few of those YouTubers that you were like, oh yeah, I can do this better?
When it came to streaming, not really, because most of the people I just watched was gaming people, and I didn't want to start out with like gaming and stuff. Plus, I also started out streaming on a laptop, so that wasn't really in the cards. When it came to VTubing, though, honestly, when I got into VTubing, I really didn't know many VTubers. I think the only person that like I actually really watched was Monarch, and that's just because I've been like a big Amelie fan forever.
Very
So,
fair, very fair.
and then she kind of like opened that gate of like, hi, this is a whole world.
Mhm. I do really like Amelie's music. I don't know much about her VTubing career though.
Oh, it's so fun. Watching her and Sayu, oh my goodness. They are a pair. It's so good.
The Scuff Squad, I believe.
Yes.
All right. What is your favorite type of wood slash tree?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I really like the Palo Verde tree.
Aloe
It's
Verde.
green. Mm-hmm. They're green. They separate in separate like ways. And also the Palo Verde tree was the first like one of the first ways of how a botanist was able to solve a murder
Hmm.
because the seed of a Palo Verde tree was stuck in somebody's shoe.
Interesting.
There's lore.
So
There's lore
yeah,
to
they're
this
really
tree.
fun.
There is lore to
Mhm,
this
mhm,
tree.
Has this tree
mhm,
solved
mhm.
more murders on average than other trees?
I don't know about that. I just know that one case and it fascinated me.
Fair
But
enough.
also I just grew up with those trees around me a lot, so
I'm
I like
so
them.
glad that Woodsman Jack told us to add this question to the list because so many people have tree lore.
Yeah.
All right, and this question was added just recently. If you were a pony, what would your cutie mark be?
Well, it had to be a strawberry.
Obviously.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And how did you meet Anna?
Uh, well, I'm in Cecily's server, and
Hmm.
Cecily's like, "Hey, you want to do an interview?" And I'm like, "That sounds fun."
Mm-hmm. And then I raided into you a couple of days ago
Yes,
to
yes, you
try and
did.
ease the tension a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All the little anxieties there, the little
Mm-hmm.
jitters.
We like to be pretty chill. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that the interviews have sort of become a way to meet new people because everyone we've talked to has been pretty cool so far.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So we have an idea of why you started streaming, but why, like, what keeps you coming back to that go live button? What are you enjoying the most about it?
Oh, I love just being able to like share my artwork and the fact that like creating a community is just something that I always longed for of, people enjoying my work and then I've gotten to meet such like wonderful artists along the way and them like getting really interested in the stories or my characters or just me and myself. It just being able to share a common interest and also like giving people a place to hang out, chill, like a safe place where they can just be like, I'm happy here, I'm comfy here. I like to have that cozy kind of feel.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And now we can go a little bit into the webcomic. Um, I've been
Yes.
looking at it a little bit as we go along, and this is pretty neat.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
what, like, when you first started, what were you looking to do with the comic? Was it just
So
kind of a way to get
Choco
your art on
Ichigo,
page?
yeah, basically it was more so a way to practice. Choco Ichigo is a very old concept for me. I started when I was like a teenager. And it was definitely something that I just like kept coming back to. I never planned to be the artist for it. I was always a writer. I went to school for writing, never planned to be an artist. And then it was around like 2017, and I was like, I'm not gonna trust anybody else to do this art. I know Choco Ichigo the best. I'm the one who has written it, rewritten it, read it, done all the things. I know the picture. Because like when writing screenplays and everything, you kind of have to visualize everything. And that's like what I went to school for was to write screenplays. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna learn how to write comic book scripts, which I did in college, and it's one of the most tedious and monotonous things to ever do. But I'm a masochist, so I'm like, sure, let's do this. And then so I started the webcomic as a way to practice drawing and learning how, graphic novels, manga, all that kind of stuff works.
Looking at your 2018 versus the 2023, I've
Mhm.
noticed that as you've gone along, you've gotten more into the traditional way of going from panel to panel. And in your older
Yeah.
ones, it kind of looks like the art is held together by chocolate frosting.
Yes.
Mm.
I wanted something like something a little cute, but after a little while, I'm like, maybe that doesn't look all that great.
I
Unique, but not necessary.
That's exactly the feeling I get. There's always that first time you do something where you go, this is the new innovation. This is the thing that's going to bring me to the top. And eventually either you go, all right, this was perfect. I actually did something here and you refine that, or you go, oh, I understand why other people don't do this. All right, fair enough. Um some other things like formatting of the graphic novel, how has that gone over for you over time? Because I can see it change, but I'm curious what your thought process was during it.
Ah, Basically, when I first started, I'm like, okay, I had to make sure everything is on a singular page because no one else is gonna look past that. Because I just think like, oh, somebody's gonna be scrolling by, they're not gonna be worrying about a page two, you know? No. People love when it's like a multi-post kind of thing. So that's when I was like, okay, let's start going into around 4 to 6 to maybe 7 panels per page. And so I just started to go just a little bit longer to have more pages because people actually like that a little bit more.
Fair. Um, and what was the switch from coloring everything to going black and white?
Because I want my graphic novel to be in black and white. It first off, it's cheaper to print, and it's a lot easier to do. And I just didn't like coloring back then. I love coloring now. Coloring's very fun, but I also just really like the monochrome look and just like that kind of manga feel. Just I just like
Absolutely,
it.
absolutely. You see, as a non-artist, I know cringe, kill me. Um, I really enjoy going into the thought process of the artist behind it because I can really respect artists, and I think that most of the time, the people who come onto the internet with so many ideas in their head that they're kind of bursting at the seams to let other people see them, I think are the people who
Mhm.
are definitely gonna make it the farthest. Um, so looking at the older stuff and then looking at the newer stuff and seeing that you still have the same passion for it really just proves that this is definitely not a short-term thing, and I think that
Oh,
everything's gonna
no.
work out.
Since this is something that I've been dreaming of since like I said, I started creating it when I was a teenager, and there is never a day in my mind that Choco Ichigo isn't on my mind. I'm just like, I can't wait until I get to continue working my graphic novel or the next character piece that I work on. What new thing I get to try out or getting to talk about my characters and whatnot. I just get so excited.
Is this the same story the whole time?
So the webcomic and graphic novel are two separate things. I always thought of like the webcomics are kind of just, little one shots, just behind the scenes, like the teens being teens, whereas the graphic novel has a whole story to it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, the webcomic is a little bit more like episodic kind of thing, like just a different thing there are a couple of like little stories in there that there were several different parts, but most of the time it was just episodic.
And so you went into this as a like not professional. What's the word for trained? A scholastically trained like writer when you went into this, but you've also fell in love with art over time. Is the
Yeah.
writing process fun? I don't know how to word that.
Oh, I writing is my favorite part. I love writing. I I used to always say that I was a writer first and an artist second. I think they very much are now hand in hand. very much tied for first place there, but uh I love the writing process. And also writing is a lot faster than drawing.
Fair.
Um, if at the beginning you preferred the writing over the art, why did you stick with the art and not just go for a book or more general novel?
Uh, because I've always well, I mean, yeah, that is a very good question because, I could have just written a story. I don't like writing novels. That's full on. I don't like I love reading. I love reading novels and everything. I don't like that format. I like writing scripts so much more. And that just being able to dive into that more visual thing. I also like giving myself a challenge of can I do this? Can I work on the art? Can I, you know, be the artist and the writer? That something that just very much inspired me to just do
Yeah.
it.
So the biggest difference that I'm hearing is you prefer writing the stage direction. You prefer that rather than having to write out the full description of what someone is doing. Is that kind of the divide between writing a
That
web
I
comic
am
and writing
kind
a
of
novel?
okay. No, that I am kind of okay with. It's more so like having to describe like the room and everything. I much rather show rather than tell. That's something that we learned in school was when you're writing a script, you are showing, you're not telling.
All right, all right. Well, thank you so much for the deeper dive. We'll get back to the interview now or whatever.
How dare you have fun?
That's true.
So, what is the future of your content, both long term and short term?
Well, we have a goal by the end of the year to try to make it to 2K on YouTube. So that's very exciting. And long term is to just try to make this a full thing. I want to be like streaming and everything to be able to be the thing that helps fund, Choco Ichigo because I'm gonna be publishing it myself, and that is very expensive, but it's a lot better than going through a publisher. So
Yeah.
I that's the big goal, like be able to uh, you know, go to conventions, had streaming can help fund that, and that's the big goal is to be able to just see everybody and be able to be like, hi, meet them, and then them being able to like hold my graphic novel or like hold my art or something like in their hands and actually be able to give it to them.
Yeah. Are you community minded?
This is the question that means the world to me. So this is the question that always has a preamble. If you've only skimmed over the interview, you probably won't have noticed it, but this is the question where I get to talk for 20 minutes in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to get the perfect answer from you so that I can distill it down and etch it into the stone, I'm going to give the answer that I have received from everyone else that we have interviewed because the community is the most important part of a streamer. So I want to make sure that I get the perfect answer for it. So, starting with our first guest, as always, Sacred's Hearts. Their community is a safe place. It's the whole point of why they started streaming. They really want their Discord and their streams to be the place where other people can receive the validation that Sacred's believes that they deserve within their community. Tony the Pinguino loves his community and wants to be the same great streamer, even if they have 0 to 1 million viewers, which is why if you ever join a Tony the Pinguino stream, he will try his best to bounce off of the game more than the chat, but he does love the community absolutely, and he does interact with the chat 100%. Sky Axons believes that the community are the background dancers, and the song will never be better than when the main act and the background dancer work together. Sky loves his just chatting. He loves going to other people's streams and being in the chat. He can make Sky being in the chat a part of the stream just because of how good he is at bouncing back and forth between the chat and the streamer. Glitched Phantom appreciates the community and enjoys the separation between content creator, content, and viewer. Glitched Phantom is another artist who does amazing work in what they do. They prefer crocheting and knitting, and they enjoy the separation of the artist, the art, and the viewer because it allows them to have a more general feeling of safety whenever they're going through their work. T Bonnie isn't a streamer yet, but is excited to let the community that they build figure themselves out. Varden is currently letting it play out because he loves interacting with them in the more free form that they have at the moment. Annadelna, I don't know if you've heard of them, great streamer by the way, likes the line between content creator and viewer, but is trying to reach out to the people who prove that they are a reasonable human being. Little Droplet is trying to be friends with their whole community, but will set the line when necessary. If there was one person we've interviewed so far who has the energy to be friends with every single viewer that joins their chat, it is Little Droplet. Succulance has fun with the community and is letting it play out because he doesn't want to box them in. A little similar to some of the other people, but it's just that nice experience of your community isn't quote unquote big enough that you have to start setting barriers. Zane, the editor, loves cooking up and improving the content that streamers give him, considers the VTubers he works with his community more than the viewers, but does enjoy both. As you can tell from the name Zane, the editor, he doesn't exactly stream much. He just pops up in other people's streams, and he's the main editor for the people who give him the content. Ricky T. Bones wants to be the oasis in the middle of the desert that is the internet at the moment. And when you get in the hotel and you feel that cool, refreshing air, you can enjoy Ricky making content on the big stage. He wants to have a little bit more of a vintage vibe, as you can tell by the description. Her Hinmo wants to be more a circle of people all hanging out and sharing the cool stuff they found slash made. When you're imagining the scenario, you need to think of an AA meeting from the movies where they're all sitting in those plastic chairs, but then they're also just throwing stuff they found in the middle and going, I found the coolest thing. That's the kind of vibe he wants. Jummington wants it to be a group of friends hanging out on a big couch playing video games together, but Jum does reserve the right to throw a controller at you, slash affectionate. Woodsman Jack wants their stream to feel like you were trekking through a forest and you see a campfire and you get to sit in that comfort with your friends eating s'mores and drinking hot cocoa. Of course, non dairy for the people who can't handle it. Kaz Cassidy wants to be a safe place for people to learn about the arts, learn to be weird, and learn to be adults learning about themselves and growing. Because learning is an active process that people have to want to do, and Kaz is doing their best to make sure that people can find the route to discovering about themselves as easily as possible. Cecily loves the feeling of being able to rely on their community. Making jokes and being goofy is the bread and butter of being streaming. And Cecily feels that the community that you build is the best way to enjoy being the goofy kind of person that you can be. Captain Lockhart wants their community to be their crew, and they will make it to the treasure slash great content together. Lockhart fully believes, in similar way to Sky, that the best way to get the best content is to work with your community, and that's why they're all on a ship together, sailing towards great content. And now, what is your answer to be etched into the stone of great community thoughts?
Well, I have always said that with my community, I want it to be a place like that nobody ever has to feel alone. Like when I was younger, I was very much the outcast of everything. And so when people come in, I always want to greet them and make sure that like, I want to ask how their day is, how the what are they up to? And then a lot of people come in telling me like what they're working on, their stories. They love telling me about their characters and everything else, their interest, like, their hyperfixations or something. We're very much like neurodivergent, welcoming community that everybody is different and that this is a place where it is okay to be different. It's okay to be that outcast because we're together, and I want to remember those small little details about you. Like, you could tell me like your favorite like yogurt flavor, and then you tell me that weeks on end, like weeks later of like, oh, I'm having like, the orange creamsicle yogurt. I'm like, oh, I remember you told me that's your favorite. Just something I want to hold a little piece of everybody, and just know that people care about you. I am listening. I care, and we're here together. And I want to just thank everybody so much for being able to support me, a person who was always alone, and make sure that they don't ever have to have that feeling.
Very respectful. I will say, orange creamsicle is the best flavor, hands down.
Yes. Yes.
All right, I have it written down here, so I'm gonna say it back to you, and let me know if you feel you need to change anything or I got anything wrong. Nobody should ever feel alone slash outcasted. Wants to make a space that people can feel welcomed and that your hyperfixations are valid and are Choco's now. And thanks for making her feel seen.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right.
Do you have a name that you call your chat?
I I don't really address them as that, but I guess they would be the sweeties. I most of the time just call them nerds though.
Real?
Anytime I come back, I'm like, "Sup, nerds?" But no, they would be the sweeties.
um, sorry, coughing again. You understand. What is your favorite memory from streaming?
Oh my, I have streamed many, many hours. Uh, wow. I mean, there's been so many fun times of like being able to game with people, with my community and everything. Those have always been fun moments. Uh, jeez. I think some of the like best moments is when they come in and just start asking random questions of whether for me or for my characters. I love those moments of just like, what character would like a certain kind of sandwich? And I'm like, hang on, let me think about this. Oh, it's so hard to find like a key moment though of like my favorite because I stream so much. I'm going on to my third year of my third year of streaming. Uh but everybody's just been like so kind, like, you know, it could be those moments of like being gifted something that, I needed, or, uh hitting subathon goals. Those have been, you know, extremely kind. I think one of my favorite moments though, and it wasn't even during stream, but it was when we were all in a voice call because I do a community night on my Discord. We call it Art Club, even though you don't have to do art during Art Club. We just call it that. Um, it was when I hit 1K on YouTube, and it was just some of us in the call. I was in the middle of playing a game, and two of them happened to mention that I hit 1K, and I'm like, hang on, I'm in the middle of something. We're gonna process that later. and then I finished the game and I'm like, "Excuse me, what happened?" And we were all just like screaming together.
That's awesome.
I'm glad that streaming has been filled with so many good memories that you had trouble finding your favorite.
Uh, Arwen Marley said, "My favorite is Choco crying when I gifted a drawing tablet."
Yes, that was extremely, extremely kind. I still use the tablet because it's only been like a year or so. My tablet had died because I live in a very hot place, and my previous tablet had died. And being an artist and not having your tablet is very, very stressful. And that was outrageously kind.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this question, I'm fully allowed to veto it, but what is your least favorite memory from streaming?
I've been hate rated a few times. Oh
Hmm.
man.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
One
of course.
was
Hmm.
so oh god. No, the thing is, they will here's a little behind the scenes of things. People will sometimes scope out certain streams, put your link into these really toxic discords, and they will just come flooding. Make sure you know how to change your chats to sub only or to make it so slow chat. Know that because I didn't my first time, and it was so bad, and they had access to my Discord, and they were flooding things horrendously, and it was not a good time. No, I had to end stream because and they were just shouting in the chat, "We won, we won." No, actually, that goes with my worst moment and another best moment of the fact of I had to end stream and so to calm myself down, I went into Discord and there was like, basically 10 people like coming in and out, just making sure I was okay. So it's like the haters, those horrible toxic people were like, oh, we won. But it's like, who really won? I have people coming in, taking care of me, making sure I'm okay, reassuring me, you know, who really won there?
Yeah. Well, that's awful that they did that, but I'm glad that you have such a loving and caring community that is, wanting to make sure that you're okay.
Hmm.
So why do you use, or why do you have slash use the art that you use? So your model,
And
Uh,
thumbnails and stuff if you
yeah.
set those up.
uh, I think I'm a little confused, like, with my model, why is she the way she is?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
was
that's
the
always a weird
inspiration for the
question.
designs and stuff?
Alright, well, I mean, I have glasses, I have blue eyes, my hair's not this red, I kinda wish it was. Uh, my mother helped pick out the hair.
Face,
Fair,
face.
fair.
And then, I kinda just added on to her little by little, like, I started with the cat ears, I didn't initially have cat ears, and then, in 2023 is when I revealed the wings and for a Halloween costume, and then they kinda just stayed, and I didn't wanna get rid of them, and so that's how we ended up becoming a gargoyle.
Fair and valid.
Do you stream anywhere other than YouTube?
I also stream on Twitch.
On Twitch, absolutely.
Well, that means I gotta go over to Twitch real quick. Find a Choco Ichigo and pop a follow. There we go.
Do you have a thought process when you're making the thumbnails?
Look at me, and also it's actually sometimes it's fun making my thumbnails, and I don't think people really caught on, but some of the colors are related to like whatever character I'm working on. So like purples are related to my granny character, and then greens are related to another character, like with their favorite colors or something. So that's kind of fun. And sometimes I like to add in like little things here and there, like little clip arts of something of like what is related to what we're doing that day.
Mhm.
Absolutely. The I'll have to change around this question. Why do you have slash use the art you use for thumbnails and your model? There we go. You see, this is why
Uh,
we keep improving and improvising. It
eye
always gets better.
catching. Eye catching. Me girl. Look at me girl.
Mhm.
That's how it goes. You talked a little bit about how you've changed your model with the wings for Halloween. Were there any other changes that you've made that you think are important to be brought up?
Oh, no, not really. I change my outfits every once in a while. We have some key outfits that I use, like my summer outfit. This is my main outfit I would consider. I have a winter outfit. I just like making outfits.
Do you make your outfits yourself, or do you get them from
Oh
like
yes.
Booth?
I have not made the wings I got from Booth, like my current outfit right now. Wings are from Booth. Boot is from the boots are from Booth, but I recolored them, but I made the dress and I made the top hat.
Nice.
Oh, and I colored it. I did the my nails too.
Okay. I really like the dress, so I was wondering about that. I like the strawberries on it. They look yummy.
Yeah.
Um, is there a difference between games that are fun to play and games that are fun to stream?
Oh yes. Oh yes. There are definitely times of I mean, honestly, I'll play whatever I wanna play. If people are gonna watch, people are gonna watch. If they don't, they don't. I definitely do try to cater towards more things that I will actually enjoy and games that I will actually finish. Like, anytime people ask me to play a platformer, I'm like, "No, I will not enjoy that. No, thank you. I'm gonna go play my farm games now. Bye."
Farm games are pretty peak though.
Yes.
What's your favorite farm game?
It has to be Stardew Valley.
I
Save.
have barely played Stardew Valley, but I'm thinking of
Mhm.
starting an SMP with a bunch of people.
Yes. Yes. It's so fun.
I guess a follow-up question that my husband just wrote down. Have you played a game alone and had fun, but it was bad to stream?
Oh, many. Actually, my game days are probably some of my worst stream days. So, so
Like which
many.
one? Just a few of them.
Um, I mean, I played a lot of indie stuff, but I'm not really sure. I just know that there are just some games that just do not hit at all. And people are like, I'm confused, or like, I don't know what's going on.
Are you talking about
Um,
like game maker indie or
Or
yeah,
like,
like just yeah, like small developer
fair, fair?
kind of thing. Yeah.
I do
I don't
really
really
like
play
playing
many
some of those small
popular
developer
games.
games.
Oh, I will say, Repo was
Oh,
probably my worst. So many
Really?
people will say like, "Oh, this is overplayed. I don't want to watch you play this." That was probably my worst. Because I literally had people being like, "This game is overplayed. I don't want to watch this." I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh, okay, that feels good.
that's
I want
unfortunate.
to have fun with my friends." And that's what I like. That doesn't feel good, but I'm like, but I'm having fun with my friends. So that's
Yeah,
whoever I was collabing with.
the best
yeah,
way to make sure that your chat and community are having fun is to make sure that you yourself are enjoying what you're doing. So sometimes what's
Mhm.
best for chat is to tell them to, shut up, I'm having fun. And
yeah,
they'll get
Yeah.
over it.
I do. I definitely do. I'm like, if you don't want to watch, you don't have to be here. I'm having fun.
yeah.
It,
I, I, uh, like every week or so, I do a collab with a group of some other VTubers. We like to play, Repo, Peak, Lethal Company, all the popular ones. And
Mhm.
I think I've had a couple of people that just aren't that into it, but like, I'm having fun. Even if nobody's saying anything in chat, I'm having a blast.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's just the most important thing is just you have fun. And there will be people that are lurking, people that are enjoying that. There's going to be people that don't enjoy it, and that's fine. They can go watch something else for that time.
Oh yeah.
all right. And then the flip side of the last question that was asked. Have you ever had fun playing a game on stream, but the second you tried to play it by yourself, it wasn't good?
Um, I'm not really sure. I find a little bit of fun in everything. I mean, there's definitely games that like I had a sponsor for that I'm like, I don't see myself playing that again. But also I didn't have fun playing with it on stream, so that's why I got uninstalled.
You have too much optimism. You can find joy in everything. This is bad.
I do. I do.
You need a little bit more haterism.
Gotta drink
I
that haterade.
no, uh, I that was my teenage years. That was too much for me.
Fair.
Fair.
And now the second question that is fully here just
You
for me.
you spelled were you wrong.
What?
You spelled were wrong.
Oh yeah, it's been wrong the whole time. I was waiting for you to notice. Were you on Tumblr?
Yes.
That's good. I like your
Yeah.
shoelaces.
Thanks. I stole them from the president.
I'm going to shoelaces.
Oh my god. I think I gotta go.
That's so true. So, um, when you finally find out that people have made ask blogs about your characters, is that the day that you can die happy?
100% yes.
Absolutely.
When somebody makes like a a Twitter account or something of like Kagami's left ear, I'm
Hmm.
like,
Hmm.
yes, I've made it.
The second that you can look at a Tumblr account and go, oh, this was the mod for one of the groups that was running a RP group entirely focused on my comic. But then it turned out that all of the mods were using it to embezzle funds and steal human bones. That's good.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's how you know you've made it. Once that
Look,
happens,
and if it breaks out into the news, all like bad publicity is still good publicity. So,
breaking news.
you know?
This comic caused Tumblr users to steal bones.
I'm
Perfect.
so I'm so confused, and I know it's because I didn't use Tumblr growing up,
Were you a
but
part of any of the Tumblr stuff? Don't worry. If the
I'm
more we talk about it, the more it'll make sense.
I'm glad you guys are having fun. That's the most important thing.
I was more so on like the music side or the emo kid side.
Based.
Not really, no, more so the RP side. They kind of scared me a little bit.
That's fair. Were you, if you're on the emo side, does that mean that you got at least some interaction with Super Hulock?
That does sound familiar.
Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
You've
kinda.
definitely seen
Little
some black
bit.
and white gifs of supernatural characters being gay for each other.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good.
So much
Good.
incest.
Well, hold on. Wait. 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 We don't have to go into that part. We don't have to bring that part up. That one can stay buried.
Oh, so much.
No. 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 Well, give us your Tumblr link and we'll be able to post that so people could follow your stuff there. All right. What is your favorite genre of games?
I very much like simulators.
Like
Just
Farming
anything
Simulator,
of
Power
like
Wash Simulator?
those, yes, but also kind of like the sandbox simulators like the Stardew Valley,
Hmm.
or like anything that's like an open world, kind of like you choose your own adventure. I love The Sims. I'm a Sims 4 person. I love it so much.
I
Where
thought there
you
was
just
only one
create
good
your
Sims.
story.
Isn't
Uh,
Sims 2 the one that everyone who like
yes.
focuses
The
on
Sims
Sims?
2 is great, yes. But they all look like potatoes and there's only 4 skin tones.
Mm. But Sims 4 has microtransactions, so it's bad. Can
You
you
don't have the great thing is you don't have to buy them. So,
But I read on the internet that them just existing means it's not worth even looking at. Are you saying that people on the internet are wrong?
yes. I have only
Oh,
bought 2 kits. I've only bought 2 of them, and because I wanted to vacuum, okay?
oh, you have to
And then the
buy
other
that.
one had really cute furniture.
I love capitalism. Have I said that before? I love capitalism.
Capitalism.
And what is your least favorite genre of games?
Platformer.
What?
I am so bad at them.
I also hate platformers because I'm bad at them. So
I think I didn't play enough as a kid because I didn't get to play a lot of video games as a kid, and I did not get that hand-eye coordination.
so now that we know your favorite and your least favorite, I'm curious about the ones in the middle. How do you feel about creature collectors like Pokemon or Digimon?
I do very much enjoy those as well.
Okay, and fighting games, where do those land?
I want to beat people up sometimes.
Hmm.
But do you enjoy playing the
Am I a
game?
button masher? 100%.
Okay, okay. So if
Hey, if
there's
you
a
win, that's the most important thing.
Exactly.
if a fighting game put in quote unquote simple mode where doing a single button gives you full combo, that's their fault. All right.
Yeah.
What's another genre of game?
Uh,
Rhythm games. How do you feel
Rhythm
about rhythm
games.
games?
Some rhythm games are fun. Some I am dreadful at,
Have you heard of
but the music's
Patapon?
great. No,
Have
Pom
you heard of
pom
Crypt of the
pom.
Necrodancer?
I have heard of that, but
Uh,
I've never played.
are you talking about like something like Friday Night Funkin' or Guitar Hero when you say rhythm game?
Mmm.
Um, I
What kind
mean,
of rhythm
I've
game are you
definitely
talking
played.
about?
Puzzle
I mean, I've
games.
definitely played my fair share of Rock Band.
A
Hmm.
rock. Wait, rock band.
Rock
Isn't that the
band.
one that uses real instruments, or is that something
That's
else?
the one that has the guitar, the drums, and you sing.
Yeah.
Oh, what am?
Oh.
I know what you're talking about. That I think that was a one-off kind of thing where they
Oh,
Oh,
tried
like
to.
Rocksmith.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had an electric guitar, so my parents bought me the Xbox game, and I played it once, and I think I snapped a string, and I went, "All right, well, this was a waste of $200 of my parents' money. Have fun with that."
Uh, how do you feel about puzzle games?
Those can be fun. That's when the Choco brain comes out, though. That's scary. I can
uh,
either be really dumb or shock everybody of me being actually kind of smart.
fair. Uh, horror games.
I don't like playing horror games alone,
Fair, very
but
fair.
I sometimes have to because stream wants me to, and I'm like, okay. And then eventually I end up just saying either I just get desensitized to everything or I just start saying that the creature is hot.
Fair.
Yeah, yeah, that is fair. Going
Uh,
going back a little bit, the only way to play puzzle games from now on, because of course our Lord and Savior Pirate Software has figured out the greatest way to play a puzzle game. What you do is you say, "I've never heard of this game before, but I am incredibly intelligent." So what you do is you open the game, you play through the puzzles that you can understand and get through quickly. And the second you struggle with anything, say, "Chat, I'm never going to look anything up because I'm so smart, I don't need any help." And then put your head directly down with the phone on full brightness so someone can see it in your face. And then out loud say, "How do I beat this puzzle?" Chat, hold on, I'm thinking real quick. You know?
I love you.
I think that's a great way to play a puzzle game.
You are
Yep,
quite the
yep,
creature.
best way.
Uh, how do you feel about MMOs?
Oh, I love MMOs.
Okay, that's good. By chance, did you ever play Mabinogi?
For a little bit, yes.
Let's go! Ah, God. I played the hell out of Mabinogi growing up.
Actually, it's called Vindictus now.
I am going to kill you.
Do we actually acknowledge that?
No mercy. They take place in the same universe,
Well, yeah,
but
you can become a paladin and a dark knight, just like in, Vindictus Point Five or whatever you call that other game you're talking about.
I love you. I have to kill you.
Isn't there another game in that same universe?
Probably.
That's fair. I didn't think of it like that.
Uh, Yeah, I just wanted to know that you were based.
True. What class did you play in Mabinogi, if you remember? Because I was a puppeteer for about 30 minutes and then I deleted the game.
I do not recall. I played so many different MMOs. I played a lot of like Ragnarok and like
Based.
El Sword,
Did you have
Based.
those years where
I
you just
loved
went
Maple
free
Elsword.
MMO
Story.
on Google?
Based.
I
Did you
just played
play
so
Fly for
many.
Fun?
Oh,
FLYFF. Fliff, as some people called it.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine.
It's okay. You'll find your people one day, just like I found my people.
Hey, I already found my people. She played Mabinogi.
That's true. All
I'm
right.
so excited for it to get. Like, they're still getting updated, but they're going to be transferring everything over to Unreal Engine.
Mm.
It's going to be amazing.
Oh,
All right. We have an idea of what
might have to hop back into it.
video games you like. Now, what movies do you like?
Oh, oh no, the ADHD struggle.
Well, we could just go genre if you don't want to say specific movies.
No, I always say is, oh, especially when you have ADHD, you always have like you pick like three movies and you stick with those movies for the rest of your life. Unless
For
Oh,
about two
something just
months.
blows your mind out of the water. Like just that's the only that is what you do.
the exact opposite. All right. What are your movies?
I always say my number one is Breakfast Club, which is still I would still honestly say that that is my favorite movie.
Respectable.
Like I love like just, 80s movies. Good times.
Uh, do you know? Oh, how do I ask this question? How does it feel being a millennial in this day and age where millennials are becoming the biggest content creators? So every time you go on any form of short form content, everyone is just trying to recreate their favorite thing that they saw as a kid. So now every short is just recreating The Office, Breakfast Club, that kind of stuff. Do you feel that, or am I making that up?
I saw somebody literally do that with Mean Girls of like quoting it and they were trying to place it as their own life and I'm like, that was just Mean Girls. What are you talking about? That wasn't what are you I don't know what you're doing, but okay.
The millennial brainworms are great, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got Breakfast Club, and you said there were three. So what are your other two?
Uh Probably Sweeney Todd. I love musicals
Musicals are
and
great.
also horror.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And probably Repo Genetic Opera. It's also another good one.
Okay. Since you've brought up
Another musical.
musicals, it's time
Come
to bring up
on.
my hyperfixation. Have you heard of Epic the musical?
Yes.
Have you watched all of it?
I have listened to it, yes.
He's
That's
got a
good.
club.
That's true.
I
All
love
right.
that part.
Remember, every time anyone brings up a passing interest in musicals, you do have to bring up Epic the musical. I think you signed a contract somewhere the second you say, "All right, that was pretty good."
It used to be Hamilton, now it's Epic.
Well, yeah, but Epic has the benefit of being made by YouTubers for people on YouTube, whereas Hamilton
Mm,
is Broadway.
We need to
yeah,
watch
Hamilton.
Cats.
Yeah, that's correct. We have never watched Cats. All right. Do you want to talk a little bit about the surrounding stuff to making a webcomic, as you were talking about before, the concept of going to conventions and trying to get it out there, the concept of figuring out publishers, trying to get it printed. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Mm, I can try my best.
Absolutely.
Uh, I mean, definitely, I definitely do like the idea of, staying indie in the way of, crowdfunding rather than going through a publisher because I I watched a panel once at a convention of somebody talking about that of their successes of going through a publisher versus their successes of publishing themselves, and they're like, the struggle of going through self-publishing is the fact of that it it does take a whole lot more money, it takes a whole lot more strength and, stamina and just, like, are people actually going to like this? You have to do your own promotion and everything, but it's the fact of you don't have to worry about anybody taking your money and using it for expenses that have nothing to do with you. That is what publishers will do. They'll be like, "Oh, yes, we are going to be taking that 70%, and that is going to be taken, I'm going to resort with that. Oh, my emergency, massage needs to be done." It's like, I don't want that. I want all of that money and heart to be dedicated to my work. So, is it a struggle? Yes, but you know, word of mouth is amazing. The internet is here, so you nobody really has to worry about the same thing with like music or anything. Nobody has to worry about record labels or publishers anymore. Is it good when you are a bit more popular and everything? Sure. But when you're still smaller, there's nothing wrong with self-publishing. You can do it. So many people have.
My limited view of the world of getting your stuff out there, finding publishers and stuff, is pretty much just indie video games and indie manhwas. Because once you watch one video about Webtoon scandal, you're gonna get recommended 30,000 other videos about Webtoon scandals. So I know
Mhm,
pretty
mhm.
much just what's in those videos, and the concept of, oh yeah, once you put your stuff up on Webtoon as a small creator where they can't control you that much, you're going to receive effectively no traction for your story, because you're a small thing, you're going to be in the canvas version of Webtoon, which receives
Yeah,
no advertisement at all,
very true.
but no one's going to show up in your story and tell you what you can and can't do, versus being one of the
Mhm,
front page stories where either A, you're popular enough to ignore all of the rules and pretty much you can just live your life however you want to, or B, you're small enough to be yelled at about everything you do ever.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Is it kind of similar for the format that you're going for?
Well, I want to actually publish rather than just publish on online. Yes, there'll be an online version, but actually having like paper version being able to hold in your hand.
Mhm.
Uh, so that definitely takes more of a step of, you know, I can do whatever I want. No one is gonna tell me what to do. I can have it be as many pages as I want because I don't know how to shut up.
That's the joy of creation. You don't have to shut up.
Yeah, it's just like most of the time they're like, "Oh yes, you must have like 300 pages." I'm like, "What about 600 pages? I don't have to put everybody else through the suffering. I get to suffer with it. So I'm gonna do that."
Do you have the brainworms of you enjoy doing something, but the second you are quote unquote told to do it, you'd rather die than do it?
100% yes. I do not be the boss of me. No. Me power. No, no you.
One day I'm
I
gonna
do
find a
it.
content
You tell
creator
me
that
to
doesn't
clean
have
my
that.
room, I won't. I will clean my room, and as soon as somebody acknowledges me cleaning my room, I stop.
You know, back in my day, people loved to be corporate wages. They just wanted to show up to work, receive less pay than they deserve, and then complain about it to their friends. But the second a manager started talking, everyone loved them, you know? Those were the good old days.
Or, pretend to love the manager.
Yeah, obviously. Um, oh god. I don't know how to describe this. Have you considered other languages?
As in,
Like for your story, have you considered what it would be
oh,
like to
I
either
would love that. Especially because a lot of my audience is in other countries and everything. I would love that.
What
Don't
about
know how I'll go about that,
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's fair.
we're good at we'll figure it out.
What about having people dub your comic?
That'd be fun. That'd
Because
be
I know
interesting.
I know a couple of people that would be interested in doing it, myself included. I'm always looking for voice work.
Well, I would love that, especially maybe one day of it being animated or something. That is the long-term goal is to have a show.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I mean, oh god, I don't know if I want to do this. Never mind. No, you know what?
Do it,
I said
do
it
it,
already.
do
I
it,
mean,
do it.
aren't you so excited for the future where you can just put your story through AI and then it'll
Eh,
animate it and voice it
why would you
for
do this
you?
to me?
Well, you're the
I
one who
regret
told me to do it.
everything. I regret everything.
Aren't you so excited? And then once it has all of your story panels in
Ugh.
it and it's voiced all of it, it can just
No,
keep
no,
writing it for
no.
you. Aren't you
AI
so
is
excited?
icky.
No,
You
no,
should be ashamed
no.
of who you are.
No, no, no. AI should be used as a tool, not as a get just making things easy for yourself. No, no,
Hmm.
no.
But
No, no, no.
but I deserve the right to put your story in an AI and then start creating my own version.
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. I didn't think of it like that.
Just no, no, no.
All right. Um, so after this next question, I'm gonna need you to shill as hard as you can, okay? I'm gonna need all
Right.
of your socials, what times you stream, where you stream, all right? I'm gonna need all of that after this question, okay? So I just want you to start
Roger
preparing that.
Dodger.
So demanding.
Who's next? Who do you think we should interview? Who will be thrown upon the altar of the Annadelna
Ooh.
podcast?
Ooh. Oh, I know exactly who because she just went live. Art by Chi Chi.
Art by Chi Chi?
Yes, I adore her. And also, who's another one? What is her name? Lavender. The,
Art by Chi
I
Chi
forgot.
and Lavender.
Lavender. What is her full
Art.
thing? I think it's Lavender Skies Draws.
Lavender Skies Draws.
I think something like that. Yeah, and all underscores. She's a
All
sweetheart.
underscores, of course.
Yes.
And are these Twitch streamers or YouTube streamers?
I believe that they're Twitch streamers, but
I
I
found the
think
Lavender
YouTube
Skies
starting.
draws, but
Yeah, their presence on YouTube isn't that much because they're focused on Twitch.
if you wanted to make a group DM with us, and then, we can friend them and yap with them. Or are they
Mhm,
in a
mhm.
server with you? Do you have a Discord server?
I do.
Ooh.
All right,
I
start
realize
shilling. What's your Discord?
uh Discord. All right, all right. Discord is stay sweet,
Your Discord is Stay Sweet.
stay sweet. So I was also thinking of another person. I was thinking of another person.
Oh, okay,
Of
okay, okay.
have y'all talked to Lorelai yet? Lorelai
Or
Irving.
I can't say that I have, but
yeah,
I
we
guess
have.
I'm
Oh
familiar.
my
Oh, we
god, they
have.
are so
Yeah,
such a sweetheart.
yeah, we
Good,
have Lorelai Irving. We're
good.
friends with them. We got them in a group chat.
Do it, do it.
We're
Them
figuring
next
stuff
now.
out. The problem
Them next
is,
now.
the problem is that I got promoted. So my schedule is changing from 4
Woo!
p.m. to midnight to 5:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So my entire schedule is flipping and I now have to start waking up at about 3 a.m. So I've got to figure out how to
Yeehaw.
be a human and then we'll figure out
Hey,
scheduling the rest.
it would almost work with Lorelai because they are in
I
another
googled free
country.
servers.
Oh,
I
that.
don't
There you
know if the
go.
ping
wow, Art by Chi was just recommended when I pulled up your Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're live right
I love
now.
her so much. I love her so much.
I'm trying to find a link to your Discord.
Fight for your
Oh,
right to
yes.
Discord. If you want to post that in
Okay.
the
Yes.
YouTube chat, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that.
I see a
Hey.
blue sky. I see a Twitter.
Actually, it's X the Everything app.
All right.
No.
Doing an
Oh,
No.
interview with
oh,
No.
me.
oh,
Oh, I'm gonna repost that.
oh, shucks,
Oh,
taxes.
shucks. And do that on Blue Sky as well. Have any other links I need to grab? I don't use Facebook
Those
or
are,
Instagram.
yeah,
Pokey
those are
community
the,
game.
I mean, even more so that the blue sky is probably the thing that Discord and blue sky are probably the things I use the most. Can I stop turning around?
Wait, you actually post on Blue Sky?
I do. I love blue sky.
Oh my goodness, a Blue Sky poster in our interview, finally.
I'm gonna shill your ambassadorship for advanced. I see that they are an energy supplement, kind of like gamer sups and such.
Yes.
I am partnered with Dubby. They don't have that many hydration flavors. Uh, I do see hydration.
Uh
They have
oh.
quite a few flavors.
Uh oh.
Yeah.
I might have to take a
I
gander at
I've tried
advanced.
I've tried their ramune flavor. It's amazing, and their peach flavor,
Uh oh.
so good.
Uh oh.
Those
Delete
sound pretty good.
Dubby, this isn't happening. Dubby, don't look.
Well, no, I just like
Dubby
to.
never sent me anything, so
That's true.
That's messed up.
That's
Well,
that's true.
hopefully they will. Uh, but yeah, that all looks
we
fun.
love you, Dubby. We love that you are streamer friendly.
We love you, Dubby.
So if the money is better, we will leave you on the side of the road. All
You
right.
can't say that.
All right. So just a quick recap for the people who are now listening. Um, what times do you stream and where do you stream?
I stream on both YouTube and Twitch. You can just find me under Choco Ichigo.
Mhm.
And I stream at 8 p.m. PST until around 5:30 a.m. That's me.
Of course, healthy, healthy. That was my work schedule for a while, 10 to
Yes,
6.
9 hours. Yes, healthy.
Healthy, healthy.
Yes.
And where can people find your posts and where can they, follow you?
Um, just fine. Well, Blue Sky, I get to have the actual Choco Ichigo tag, so there's that. There's also my Discord. Discord is probably the best way to uh contact me. Just find me under Choco Ichigo. Um, yeah. I'm not good at the self promotion part.
Oh, don't worry. That's what I'm here for. I'll make sure everyone gets all the info they need. All right. And is there anything else you would like to say to the lovely community that is watching now?
Um, well, thank you so much for having me. This was my first interview, so it's very exciting. So thank you so much for taking the time for that.
And thank
Y'all are
you as
both
well
very,
for
very
making time for
chill.
us.
And thank y'all to like my people who ended up coming out and supporting y'all. That was very, very sweet of them. And to
Hmm.
anybody else that's been watching, thank you so much.
Yeah. And thank you. I apologize. I cut you off while you were saying your stuff. We greatly appreciate you making the time for us, for coming out here, and just being a wonderful guest.
Thank you so much.
The interview was great and everything, but I drew a banger thumbnail, so that was my favorite part of all of this. But the
You
interview
did
Yeah.
make a
was
banger
amazing as
thumbnail.
well.
It was
All right.
great. It was wonderful.
All right, you guys ready to do an outro and then actually end the video?
Sure.
All right, all right. You're not chat because you're watching a pre-recorded video. All right, viewers, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is an outro where I say outro and then we end the video. All right,
Make
it's
sure
gonna
you
go
go
great.
show some love to Choco Ichigo and to who's the person that's hosting this?
Who's the person that's hosting this?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Who's the person that's running this interview?
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, Annadelna. Yeah, show her some love too.
Oh,
Idiot.
okay.
Got him.
It
That's so
would
true.
be
That would
you.
be me.
The
Thank you,
war
everyone. We will see you all in.
episode. Uh, uh, 30.
All right.
Yay.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Choco, say the thing. Say your catchphrase. Go.
Thank y'all for stopping by. Stay safe and stay sweet. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.